the Sports Renegades podcast on SportstownChicago.com. Welcome into the Sports Renegades here on SportstownChicago.com. I'm Ryan Stuprich.
And I'm Ryan Risky, and for the second consecutive year, the Sports Renegades will be hosting the NFL Draft on SportstownChicago.com.
Yes, we will, and it's very exciting. It's a very exciting day as we have the Bulls and Bucks playing pretty much throughout our whole show.
Yeah, we're just hoping that they win because, I mean, these last two games have been so frustrating to watch. I mean, I just don't know what to do other than scream at the TV. I mean, everyone's missing every shot. They're turning the ball over 30 times a game, and that's not even over-exaggerating. That might be under-exaggerating.
Oh, I know. That Game 5 in Chicago, it just looked like they had no energy.
Thibodeau was out-coached.
Yeah, which is sad to say because, I mean, who would have thought Jason Kidd would be such a good coach? But he's done a pretty good job this series against the Bulls.
Yeah, we got the Blackhawks and the Wild tomorrow. You and me are going to the Cub game on Saturday.
Yep.
Again, and I was just kind of thinking, we've been to two games this year, and they lost both of them, and I'm just kind of thinking, well, they're good this year. I don't know how many more times the two of us can go and see them lose before we see a win.
Well, I'm hoping Saturday will break the curse against the horrible Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, and I think Fires is pitching against Arrieta, so I mean...
So I'm hoping Arrieta can have a good game, which he hasn't really had a bad game all year again, which is good.
No, he's had all good games. And, I mean, realistically, that could be the game Chris Bryant hits his first home run.
It could be. I don't know if he'll do it Friday. I think it's a good bet that he's going to do it against the Brewers. So.
Right. I mean, it's supposed to warm up this week, and I think it's supposed to be in the 70s when we go on Saturday.
73 and sunny on Saturday.
I mean, he wasn't going to hit one this week against the Pirates with it being 20 to 30 degrees and the wind howling in, where the wind could be blowing out, the ball will be carrying in the warmer weather.
Right.
And, I mean, as long as he doesn't hit it tomorrow, I'm kind of hoping he doesn't, because, I mean, that'd be something. We go to his debut, and then we go 2 weeks later to see his first home run.
Yeah, he had a couple close calls in Pittsburgh. He had one that hit off the top of the wall in Pittsburgh, and he had another one that was very close to going
He's had a lot that have been close. Like, he had that foul home run. He had a couple off the wall. He's flown out on the warning track a few times. He's producing, though. He's driving in runs. He's getting on base, good batter's eye. He has more walks than strikeouts. He's getting timely hits. So, I mean, it's not like he's playing bad or anything. Right. He's playing good defense.
And we did win that series against the Pirates, which was important after splitting with them in Pittsburgh last week.
Yeah,
so.
that was a frustrating split. I mean, and it's too bad that Brian Schlitter got his plane ticket out of Chicago a lot of days too late.
Yeah, and they brought up Junior Lake as a result of that, and
so
we'll have
to
see how he does as a utility outfielder position. So
yeah, I was wondering why they didn't bring up Caesar, because I mean he'd been hitting pretty well, and then I just kind of went with the thinking of Lake can play the infield and the outfield. Right,
and you can never have too many infielders, especially when we have Olt on the DL and
LaStella
and Tommy LaStella on the DL. It's important to have a guy like Junior Lake up that can play the infield if needed, and can also be a pinch hitter late in games, and then he's also pretty good defensively. So
and then throw in the fact that Alcantara just couldn't hit.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Alcantara, but hopefully some time down the minors. I wouldn't be surprised if he'll be up again shortly.
He'll be up again, yeah. Eventually, he's actually on the ticket for Saturday.
That's kind of disappointing, but
yeah,
whatever.
He's not even on the team anymore.
So that's not good. And then of course we're also starting to wait for Javier Baez to get a call up. We don't know exactly when that's going to happen.
Yeah, he's got a hit. I think he's going to be playing his first game with Iowa either tonight or tomorrow because they sent him to extended spring training.
Which I think is a good thing, yeah.
Right, after he missed a bunch of time because his sister died.
Okay, yeah, so obviously, he wants to get back into the swing of things. Of course, depending on how well the Cubs are doing by July 31st, he could be some trade bait, depending on if we get some good things back for him. If we're really starting to be competitive, maybe he can be traded to the Phillies. If Cole Hamels is still on the Phillies at that time, I know St. Louis is now in the running for him after Adam Wainwright had season-ending injury. So it's possible Cole Hamels could be going to St. Louis, I heard, which I really hope not.
Right. I mean, the thing about that is I'm trying to figure out what St. Louis can give Philadelphia for Cole Hamels, because they don't really have much in their farm system, because they've called all their good guys up. They don't really have anyone else left to call up.
Right. I'm thinking, and I think the general manager, John Mozeliak or whatever his name is.
Mozeliak, Mozeliak.
Yeah, he said he's going to look within the organization first to find a replacement for Adam Wainwright, which that should be coming up in a few days. His rotation spot should be coming around, so we'll have to see who they pitch.
And they had someone named Clooney pitch today against the Phillies, and he got rocked. Unfortunately, that didn't lead to a Phillies win.
Well, that's because the Phillies are bad. Obviously,
I mean, I'm just happy that the Cardinals had to face Cole Hamels.
That's always a good thing. I think St. Louis won that series against
2-1. Yeah, they probably would have swept if Hamels didn't pitch.
Yeah. St. Louis, no matter what happens, even when their best pitcher, their ace, probably the consensus best he's the best player on the Cardinals besides like Matt Carpenter and who else, but he really. The Cardinals always seem to find a way to still win and still be in it, which is upsetting for the Cubs. But also, the Pirates aren't doing very good, so the Cubs could certainly finish in second place this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's realistic. I mean, hopefully get that second wild card, because, I mean, they're only 2 games behind St. Louis, except that's a long 2 games.
Yeah, it's a long 2 games. The good thing is that the Cubs travel to St. Louis next week, right?
Yeah. And
I think after they play Milwaukee at Wrigley Field, then they go to St. Louis and then to Milwaukee.
Yeah, so. I'm going to Milwaukee next weekend.
Oh, nice. Yes, it's a very nice park, and there's going to be a lot of Cubs fans there, as there always is. I usually go once or twice a year to see the Cubs and Brewers in Milwaukee. Hopefully I'll be able to do that this year, too.
Can't say there'll probably be many Brewer fans there.
No, they only have 4 wins. I think they're like 4-16.
Yeah, they beat the Cardinals. I think 4-17. They beat the Cardinals once.
They did. They beat the Cardinals once. They beat. I think it was somebody else that they beat at home for 1 game. So
it wasn't Colorado. I mean,
no,
they got
it wasn't
obliterated.
Colorado. Colorado started 4-0 until the Cubs took those last 2.
Yeah, Milwaukee got obliterated by Colorado.
Yes, they did.
Oh, they beat the Reds.
Yes.
Because Braun hit 2 home runs yesterday.
Yeah, he hit a grand slam yesterday, too. And there was 3 home runs by the Brewers, 2 by Braun and then 1 by Adam Lind again, who's been on fire. I have him on my fantasy team. But, yeah, he's been on fire for sure. The NFL draft is supposed to start in about 37 minutes. And we'll
both give you our predictions. I made a mock draft.
Oh, okay, good.
I only did the first 17 picks and then plus the Panthers at 25. I was going to do just 12, except I wanted to do the Chargers because I like San Diego. I did not do any trades in mine. We'll get into that. We'll do some draft profiles for targets for the Bears. We got Kevin White, who's sounds like the most likely guy to go to the Bears if he's available. Mm-hmm. As you heard Kevin White talking that he had his best meetings with the Bears. He felt the connection there. Right. And I've got some draft grades for guys. We got Amari Cooper, who's my hope for the Bears, except that I don't think he'll fall to them.
Yeah, I'm thinking he'll be drafted a couple spots before him.
Either that, or even if he's available, I think they'll take Kevin White if he's available.
Yeah, so we'll have all that coming up. We'll also keep you updated on the Bulls and Bucks game. And we'll keep you, and then at 7 o'clock we'll turn our attention strictly to the NFL draft, and
which we hopefully will be streaming here.
Yeah, I think it should be okay. We'll have to see, but yeah, it should. I think we'll be good. So you're listening to the Sports Renegades here on SportsTownChicago.com. The Sports Renegades podcast on SportsTownChicago.com.